Hey Marcus movie fans! Jeff Malicki here once again to let you know about all the great films playing at Marcus Saukville Cinema. I know it's been a few weeks since we last visited thanks to some technical problems on my end, but after wiping my laptop clean and reinstalling all my software and everything, I think we're back in business, so let's talk about what's playing here at Marcus Saukville Cinema now through January 3rd, 2019. Aquaman. Once home to the most advanced civilization on Earth, the city of Atlantis is now an underwater kingdom ruled by the power-hungry King Orm. With a vast army at his disposal, Orm plans to conquer the remaining oceanic people and then the surface world. Standing in his way is Aquaman, Orm's half-human, half-Atlantean brother and true heir to the throne. With help from royal consular Volko, Aquaman must retrieve the legendary Trident of Atlan and embrace his destiny as the protector of the deep. Aquaman stars Jason Momoa, Willem Dafoe, Patrick Wilson, Dolph Lundgren, Ludi Lin, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Tamura Morrison, Amber Heard, Nicole Kidman, and Randall Park. It is rated PG-13 for sequences of sci-fi violence and action and for some language. Bumblebee. On the run in the year 1987, the Autobot Bumblebee seeks refuge in a junkyard in a small California beach town. Charlie, on the brink of turning 18 years old and trying to find her place in the world, soon discovers the battle-scarred and broken Bumblebee. When Charlie revives him, she quickly learns that this is no ordinary yellow Volkswagen. Bumblebee stars Haley Steinfeld, Pamela Adlon, John Cena, Steven Snyder, Jorge Ledenberg Jr., Jason Ian Drucker, Kenneth Choi, Ricardo Hoyos, Abby Quinn, Rachel Crow, and Grace DeZerny. It is rated PG-13 for sequences of sci-fi action violence. The Grinch. The Grinch and his loyal dog Max live a solitary existence inside a cave on Mount Crumpet. His main source of aggravation comes during Christmas time when his neighbors in Whoville celebrate the holidays with a bang. When the Whos decide to make Christmas bigger and brighter, the disgruntled Grinch realizes there is one way to gain peace and quiet. With help from Max, the Green Grump hatches a scheme to pose as Santa Claus, steal Christmas, and silence the Who's holiday cheer once and for all. The Grinch stars the voice talent of Benedict Cumberbatch, Rashida Jones, Kristen O'Hare, Scarlett Estevez, Angela Lansbury, Cameron Seeley, Kenan Thompson, and Pharrell Williams. It is rated PG for brief, rude humor. Holmes and Watson. Detective Sherlock Holmes and Dr. John Watson join forces to investigate a mysterious murder at Buckingham Palace. It seems like an open and shut case as all signs point to Professor James Moriarty, the criminal mastermind and longtime nemesis of the crime-solving duo. When new twists and clues begin to emerge, the world's greatest sleuth and his trusted assistant must now use their legendary wits and ingenious methods to catch the killer before the Queen becomes the next victim. Holmes and Watson stars Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly, Hugh Laurie, and Ralph Fiennes. It is rated PG-13 for crude sexual material, some violence, language, and drug references. Mary Poppins Returns. Now an adult with 3 children, bank teller Michael Banks learns that his house will soon be repossessed in 5 days unless he can pay back a loan. His only hope is to find a missing certificate that shows proof of valuable shares that his father left him years earlier. Just as all seems lost, Michael and his sister receive the surprise of a lifetime when Mary Poppins, the beloved nanny from their childhood, arrives to save the day and take the Banks family on a magical, fun-filled adventure. Mary Poppins Returns stars Emily Blunt, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Ben Winshaw, Emily Mortimer, Julie Walters, Dick Van Dyke, Angela Lansbury, Colin Firth, and Meryl Streep. It is rated PG for some mild thematic elements and brief action. The Mule. Broke, alone, and facing foreclosure on his business, 90-year-old horticulturist Earl Stone takes a job as a drug courier for a Mexican cartel. His immediate success leads to easy money and a larger shipment that soon draws the attention of hard-charging DEA agent Colin Bates. When Earl's past mistakes start to weigh heavily on his conscience, he must decide whether to right those wrongs before law enforcement and the cartel thugs catch up to him. The Mule stars Clint Eastwood, Bradley Cooper, Diane West, Michael Pena, Lawrence Fishburne, Allison Eastwood, Tisa Farmiga, and Ignacio Cerachillo. It is rated R for language throughout and brief sexuality/nudity. Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2. Video game bad guy Ralph and fellow misfit Penelope Van Schweetz must risk it all by traveling to the World Wide Web in search of a replacement part to save Vanellope's video game Sugar Rush. In way over their heads, Ralph and Vanellope must rely on the citizens of the internet, the netizens, to help navigate their way, including an entrepreneur named Yes, who is the head algorithm and the heart and soul of trend-making site BuzzTube. Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2 stars the voice talent of John C. Reilly, Sarah Silverman, Jane Lynch, Jack McBrayer, Taraji P. Henson, Louis Carvajal, Kristen Bell, Kelly MacDonald, Mandy Moore, Anika Noni Rose, Irene Bedard, Linda Larkin, Paige O'Hara, Jodie Benson, and Gal Gadot. It is rated PG-13 for some action and rude humor. Second act. Value Shop assistant manager Maya Vargas wants only one thing for her 43rd birthday, a promotion. While her resume may not scream upper management, her track record certainly does. Vargas is an innovator who listens to her customers and delivers results. When she loses the job to a college-educated candidate, Maya sets out to prove to Madison Avenue that street smarts are just as valuable as book smarts, and it's never too late for a second act. Second act stars Jennifer Lopez, Leah Remini, Vanessa Hudgens, Treat Williams, and Milo Ventimiglia. It is rated PG-13 for some crude sexual references and language. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Bitten by a radioactive spider in the subway, Brooklyn teenager Miles Morales suddenly develops mysterious powers that transform him into the one and only Spider-Man. When he meets Peter Parker, he soon realizes that there are many others who share his special high-flying talents. Miles must now use his newfound skills to battle the evil Kingpin, a hulking madman who can open portals to other universes and pull different versions of Spider-Man into our world. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse stars the voice talent of Shameik Moore, Jake Johnson, Haley Steinfeld, Liev Schreiber, Mahershala Ali, Brian Tyree Henry, Lily Tomlin, Nicolas Cage, Luna Lauren Velez, Kimiko Glenn, and John Mulaney. It is rated PG for frantic sequences of animated action violence, thematic elements, and mild language. Vice. Governor George W. Bush of Texas picks Dick Cheney, the CEO of Halliburton Company, to be his Republican running mate in the 2000 presidential election. No stranger to politics, Cheney's impressive resume includes stints as White House Chief of Staff, House Minority Whip, and Defense Secretary. When Bush wins by a narrow margin, Cheney begins to use his newfound power to help reshape the country and the world. Vice stars Christian Bale, Steve Carell, Amy Adams, Sam Rockwell, Tyler Perry, and Bill Pullman. It is rated R for language and some violent images. Welcome to Marwen. When a devastating attack shatters Mark Hogan Camp and wipes away all his memories, no one expected recovery. Putting together pieces from his old and new life, Mark meticulously creates a wondrous town where he can heal and be heroic. As he builds an astonishing art installation, a testament to the most powerful women he knows, through his fantasy world, he draws strength to triumph in the real one. In a bold and wondrous and timely film, Welcome to Marwen shows that when your only weapon is your imagination, you'll find courage in the most unexpected place. Welcome to Marwen stars Steve Carell, Leslie Mann, Janelle Monáe, Isa Gonzalez, and Diane Kruger. It is rated PG-13 for sequences of fantasy violence, some disturbing images, brief suggestive content, thematic material, and language. So that's a look at everything playing at Marcus Saukville Cinema now through January 3rd, 2019. Which movies are you looking forward to seeing? Be sure to jump into the comments and let us know. From all of us at Marcus Saukville Cinema, thanks for making 2018 a great year, and we look forward to seeing you in 2019. There are lots of great movies already scheduled to come out next year, and you can find me talking about them every week right here on our Facebook page and on my YouTube channel. Until next week, I'm Malicki, and I'll see you at the movies right here at Marcus Saukville Cinema. Bye-bye.